Today we're going to get into Billy Joel and how his music has affected generations. Right now we have 4 people here with us, and here they are to introduce themselves.
I'm Leah Bevanor. I'm 14.
My name is Lily, and I'm 17 years old.
Hello, my name is Matt Bevanor, and I am 26 years old.
My name is Steve Bevanor, and I am 55 years old.
Thank you all for being here. How long have you guys listened to Billy Joel?
I've been listening to Billy Joel since I was about 10 years old. My dad is a huge classic rock fan and got me into Billy Joel immediately. That fandom will always last because I think Billy Joel is just a terrific musical artist.
So I remember Billy Joel playing when I was in my brother's car, and I think I may have been 8 years old, maybe 10 years old. So that was one of my earliest memories because of my preference for Billy Joel's music. I think interest of my children, 4 of my kids, all view him as a talented artist. And I think that that's one of the gifts that he has, that he can, he's relevant for multiple generations. And the fact that I enjoyed listening to him when I was a kid, and now that my children enjoy listening to him, is really powerful.
I'm glad to hear that you guys are both dedicated listeners. What about you, Lily and Leah?
My current opinion of Billy Joel is that he is a very talented musician, and he's earned his fame through his talented songs. And I have enjoyed his music for my whole life, especially since my dad is a big Billy Joel fan.
I really like Billy Joel, and when I think of music in America, I think of him and other artists like the Beatles. And I've been enjoying his music my whole life, so 17 years.
Getting into more of the specifics, what are some of your guys' favorite songs?
The Billy Joel song that always resonated with me has to be Scenes from an Italian Restaurant. I just think it is an incredibly beautiful song. It's a love story, essentially, and it just goes to show how undying love is a very eternal thing. Not only that, I think the tone and mood of the song is very endearing and captivating, and ultimately I just think it's a terrific jam.
I resonate with the song Piano Man because I really like the way that he tells the individual's stories and their pain and goes into depth about how everyone is not what they seem.
I resonate with the song Vienna by Billy Joel because it is one of my favorite songs and it reminds me of my childhood.
So I'd say one of the songs that I really resonate with that Billy Joel performs is called Scenes from an Italian Restaurant. It's a timeless song about youth and how eventually you move through, your 20s and into your 30s. And I thought it was a really cool song.
On more of a personal level, is there anything that you've ever learned from him or his songs?
Billy Joel's music is stuffed with different themes. One song that immediately pops in my brain is Captain Jack, and while this song is talking about the usage of substances, it also explores how when we grow up, we need to learn challenging lessons, often in a hard way. And I think that is something that his music really brings to the table, those important lessons that individuals should truly understand.
I've learned many lessons from his songs. For example, Vienna is about not dreading getting older, but to embrace getting older.
A lot of his songs are very introspective. He talks about, he has a sensitive side, which definitely resonates with me.
That was great, guys. I'm so glad to hear that all of you personally resonate with him and what he's created. Coming to a more overarching topic, do you think that what Joel's produced represents America and the people in it?
I think Billy Joel has managed to capture the essence of American culture in his music. He manages to take a look at a variety of topics and themes and explore them in his style, his rhythmic manner. We Didn't Start the Fire immediately comes to mind. I love the way he recounts history in a catchy and enticing way, and it really does encapsulate what makes the United States the United States.
I do think it is a fair representation of America. I think he was one of America's most famous musicians, and his songs really represent the spirit of the country.
Yes, I do believe his work is a good representation of America because he expresses his opinion of community in America, and I believe that is true.
Thank you, guys. You had awesome responses, and I really loved your insight onto his music and how he's affected you. After listening to around 4 different generations of people and how Billy Joel's affected them, I think it's clear to say that he is a major powerhouse in the American music industry. Whether you like him or hate him, I think there's no denying that Billy Joel has had the United States in the palm of his hand since 1970. And based off how the like for him and the appreciation for what he's created can be passed down through families, I don't think that there's going to be an end to Billy Joel's career anytime soon. Not only has Billy Joel fascinated America with his songs, but he also represents each and every one of us in every album that he produces. Despite the sad day it will be when Billy Joel stops producing music, I think his legacy will always live on in our country.
Thank you.